What's going on? Welcome to a fantastic Thursday edition of Terra Firma Thursday today. I appreciate everybody's understanding on us being able to push this back 2 days. I had some IRL things going on Tuesday, so I was not able to actually get a stream going on Tuesday. But we are here for a great Terra Firma Thursday, and we're probably going to spend most of the time on the moon, but I have been extremely busy here behind the scenes this last week trying to get some things caught up to work on our moon base. So it looks like we've got Maya, Shadow, Warlock, and Olive here in the chat so far today. How's everybody doing this fantastic Thursday? The Warlock says, I've missed many streams, was waiting for videos to come out and catch up, but I gave up and just started catching up on full streams. So I know I've been really bad about putting out full content videos, and part of it was trying to do the editing with Terrafirmagreg without having access to some things like the replay mod or the flashback mod and a few other things. Has made it like kind of difficult on the editing standpoint. Plus there's been some changes IRL that we'll discuss here shortly. So I've been doing a lot more streaming than the full editing, and what I'll probably do is put together like a little highlight video that kind of jumps from LV to us going to the moon. So that's on my to-do list. I just have not gotten around to that yet, but I appreciate that call out and keeping me honest there, and we will try to work on that. Since we were last here though, I do have something to show off here in the base before we go to the moon. And that is a brand new building that we now have done here. And this is my ore processing building that I've put together here using some of the MV technology stuff. So we've got our macerator into the ore washers, going into a bunch of thermal centrifuges because that's the rate limiting step. And that goes into another macerator. And as you can see by my wall of ores, I did a lot of mining this last week to kind of process all of my ores and get them into the dust forms to be able to use for various things. So that has been an extensive amount of work right there, and just sitting here AFK and processing a lot of materials. So I just want to show off our new cool blue building, and the reason we were able to do this blue is we actually have the azurine blocks from the moon to kind of add that extra little bit of color to it. So I think it kind of, let me get over here to get a better view of it, kind of pops as a new building right over here. I think it looks really cool for the area. I'm really happy with this, and you can kind of see this village starting to take shape here. There's a lot of things I want to do for the village still, so you know, we're by no means done with the village in any capacity there. One thing I do want to do, I'm not happy with the building on our LV building, or with the roof on our LV building. It's too plain and too I'm not really happy with the shape of that roof, and so I may be coming in and doing a slight redesign to this to kind of be a little bit more on theme with the village. I think it just looks a little boring, and it's just not been my favorite design that I've got here. So that's something we will probably work on at some point here, but that's a minor, that's aesthetics. We'll get to that when the time comes. But let's go ahead and make our way to the moon. And I think I have all the things I wanted to bring with me. We'll have to put spacesuit on. Got some rocket fuel. Just doing a quick double check. Got voltaic cells so I can make more. Oh, I don't know what I was gonna do before we left. I wanted to make some more of these breathable air distributors, and I need some HV machine holes and some stainless steel. And to add to my consistency of always overcrafting items, I've been making a lot of HV holes and some electric motors and stuff, so we've already begun the extensive overcrafting. Oh, my inventory, oh goodness. What do I not need on me at the moment? Those. So we'll go ahead and make a few of those, like 4 of those, because we're gonna need those while we're on the moon. And I'm also gonna need to make some more oxygen up there, but we'll probably worry about that once we get up there. Some super chests. I mean, yeah, I've been known to overcraft some things, and I was gonna go up to like the next tier, the aluminum super chest, but that was way more expensive. So we're just going with these super chest ones for right now. I know that I've got room for improvement there, but for right now that is more than sufficient for what we need. And these are all the different ores that I have just kind of been collecting here. Warlock says there's no such thing as overcrafting in Greg Tech. I put that statement to the test, I feel like, but we're getting there. If anything, I'll probably make a stainless steel one for the stone dust, just because that I seem to get the most of, obviously, because all the ore processing produces some stone dust. And so over time that will become a fill-up at some point, but we'll worry about that later. So I've got those guys, got these, which I can use to make, I think I already made some of those and took them to the moon, hopefully, otherwise we'll be doing a trip back, but that's okay, we'll worry about that later. That's a future Ricky problem. We're not nice to future Ricky. Also, I have been processing stainless steel like crazy. I'm almost up to 2,000 stainless steel. I've got 100,000 of the framed glass blocks because it's just a beautiful block. Speaking of, Shadow, don't forget to eat. Thank you, Shadow. The €2 super chat. I will be sure to eat. We will take some healthy Sammys with us. Future Ricky problems, so accurate. Let's see, I want to take, actually I think I've already got glass up there. Do I have glass up there? I probably better take some just to be safe. I don't think I need a whole lot, but just take, you know, a couple hundred with us just in case we need to work on it while we're up there. What else do I need before I take off? There are less efficient means of crafting some items, so that's a matter of your own time and resources. I have been mass producing the glass like crazy. Oh, I don't have my jetpack on and I fell. Oh no. Oh goodness. Disaster. That's what we have the scaffolding for. So up here, I'm basically infinitely crafting all of the stuff to make the glass. And then that's all going into this form press here to just turn it from glass blocks into the framed glass blocks, which is just way prettier. But I think I've got like another 100,000 glass blocks to be framed still in the back up there that I just haven't been able to process fast enough yet. I should check out the clean room glass. That's on my to-do list. We will get to that here before too long. All right, there's the glass. All right, let's go ahead and make our way to space and actually work on the moon base today. So my goal today is I want to fix up the front and like start building out the moon base, particularly like my section of the moon base. So we've got moon base Zeta, which is the pyramid that we've been working on collectively, and the pyramid itself is 99% done. There's a couple gap parts we have to fill in around the edges, so we could probably do that today as well, just like a little cleaning up around where like there's a crater point. But otherwise the pyramid part is done, and now it's about working on our individual bases within Moonbase Zeta. So I believe Hypno, Kenzie, Maya, and myself are all going to build 4 little sub bases within Moonbase Zeta, and I want to work on my section today on the stream. That's kind of the plan of what I want to work out here. So we'll see how that goes and see if we like the vision, but we're going to be kind of working real time in the design process here. I don't really have a set design, so we're going to kind of work on this together. So let me know. I'm open to feedback as we get into it, and that could be really interesting to see how it goes. All right, out here. I probably could have taken my airship, but here we are. taking the steps into the Space Center. And I believe Maya had said that we were going to start working on HV and those higher technology tiers here in the pyramid. So we'll probably have to start working on that in the not too distant future. But for right now, we're going to go spend some time on the moon because the moon is cool. And who doesn't want to spend some time on the moon? I am going to grab some extra, was it nitrox air that I need to breathe? I think I should take some with me just in case, because I don't want to accidentally, you know, run out of air up there. I'm going to just take that drum with me. Sorry, Maya, if I'm taking all of our nitrox, but here we are. Close the door behind me at least. Maya said, I made that main block for the solar array things, by the way. You should grab the one I made if you're working on that. I wasn't going to work on the solar array today. I was going to work on some more aesthetic stuff, but if we get to it, then that might obviously change. And feel free to hop on if you get some availability, Maya. If you've got other stuff going on, totally understand, but that's what it's all here for. Let's go ahead and take off. Poor little Guru's little town in the background, and we've got this giant space pyramid here in a way. So I apologize to the Guru about the eyesore of what we're working on here, but it'll look better when it's done. It's just a little bit in progress right now. Come on. So this is the downside of working on an older version of the mod pack, is we have this little bug that we have to relog sometimes going to the moon. So we're going to do that real quick. Shadow with 5 gift memberships just exploded. This is a perfect time to explode the stream while we relog here as we go onto the moon. But thank you so much, Shadow. It's so kind. I appreciate it. Yeah, Maya's right. You rock. Maya says a little busy at the moon, but I'll probably be on a bit. Hey, don't worry about it, Maya. It's open invitation always, obviously, but we will work on the moon base here. Olive says again, absolutely. And it is nighttime here on the moon. That's a little bit terrifying. Oh no. Oh god. That's not what we want. This is not the entrance we want to the moon. Oh god. Oh, bad, bad, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Lag. Oh my god. Oh god. Really, really bad. What? Why? Help. Oh dear. This is so not how I held this played out. And I'm at 99 deaths. I don't want my 100th death. This is bad. Run, run, run. So yeah, don't mind the stressed out Ricky real quick. Moonbase Zeta looking really cool. Oh, so scary. Super scary. Gotta land in the morning, apparently. I'm in danger. Time for it. It is not time for a distraction right now. No. Did I lose a rocket? I'll go back for it. Don't worry. It's fine. Shadow not helpful right now. Thank you so much, but oh my god. So dangerous. Oh, there's a bed at Maya's place. Thank you so much, Shadow, for the 5 super chats. Ooh, you got Kenzie. Kenzie getting a gift membership. Sleep, 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 sleep. No. Not good, not good, not good. Shadow with the 5 or the 2 hero super chat. This is not a distraction. I feel like that's a lie. So distracting. I cannot hit a shot to save my life right now. Panic, panic, panic. We're not panicking. Okay, we're sleeping. We're sleeping. This is fine. Everything is fine. We gotta go pick up the rocket. Oh my. Yeah. So I've been doing some work. If we really need better guns, that is so true. Let me just hop in here real quick. I was hoping to do a little bit more thorough of a showing off of what I've been working on, but we're just gonna drop and then go pick some stuff up because we gotta go get our rocket as well. Why? You're not necessary right now. So yeah, this has been a very chaotic landing on the moon. Let's go get our rocket before it despawns. That, oh god. Why not? Add some Squidwards to it. Just awful landing. Why are they in the base? That is a great question. Why am I out of ammo? I dropped off all my ammo. Oh my god. That's fantastic. Okay, it's fine. We're just gonna go get the rocket real quick and then come back. We need to work on our mob proofing within the base a little bit. That is definitely something we need to work on here. Shadow with the €2 super chat. Remember what I said about them teleporting inside? Yeah, well, we were just, you know, anchoring for a little punishment there, and here we are. All right, rocket. There it is. Got the rocket. Whew. I did not want to lose your rocket, Maya. I know how much you worked on those things and how expensive they are to make. So I understand completely not wanting to lose that thing. You go. All right, it is now. The sun is out. Everything is fine. Let's have a much calmer look around at Moonbase Zeta. What do we think about the Moonbase? What do you guys think? I personally, I love it. It kind of, it's a similar, oh my god, what was that? What happened? From where? There's nothing here. Anyways, this is kind of working off of our pyramid that we have in the main world, but shaped slightly differently. So it's like shorter, but it is wider actually than the main world's pyramid. So actually, let me go drop the rocket off now. What is hitting me? Why am I being attacked? I don't understand from what. Oh goodness, so scary. I didn't even get my ammo. But inside you can kind of see we've got this nice vaulted peak here, and I think what we're going to end up doing at some point is having like rafters coming down and scaffolding to be able to go around and walk around. I know we want to do a bridge system over here at some point, and I started working on my base itself right here in the side of this hill here. And if we come in to kind of take a look, I've basically got a large, let me grab the ammo real quick while I'm thinking about it. I dug out a large rectangle within the mountain here, and come on, let's get out of here. Not good. Cannot hit a shot to save my life. Nope. Beautiful. Ooh, Shadow says it's beautiful. Well, I'm glad you like it. Anyways, let's take a look here for a second without all the bouncing. So I've kind of dug out a large rectangle within the mountainside here. And what I want to do is actually sequester this into a couple different rooms. So if we look here, I've got this entrance hallway here where it's going to have the double airlock doors, obviously, to come in. And then you come into this hallway, you can go to this left room or this right room here. Coming off here, I actually think I want to move that doorway to be right, probably right here. Then I'm going to actually have a stairway up at this section right here, come across, and then this is actually a little tunnel that will make another double airlock that comes out at a more reasonable height for coming into like the entrance of the moon base. So I'm going to have those two entrances into the base here at some point. Is kind of my plan here. And this is about as far as I've got. I know I've got some. Let me fill up everything real quick. Beautiful. So I've got one compressed nitrox air thing here with the breathable air distributor. Why is my phone blowing up? Oh goodness. I can worry about that later. But I've actually found out that this area is too big for that one thing to go off. Because if you look at your little in the left hand side here, when this goes white, it's consuming oxygen, but when it's green, it's not. So what I think I need to do is actually set one of these up in each of the rooms, so I have multiple points of breathable air to work with, as opposed to just trying to work on one central one. That kind of made the space a little too big. It didn't take that into consideration when I was working on that, which is fine. We'll be fine, but we will make it work. Should have a spring water in the moon base. We could definitely work on that here soon. But let's come out to the front here, and I laid out some scaffolding to start working on, but I want to add a more interesting front to the design. So I want more than just like, you know, lines and glass. I want to try and like decorate this out and have it be a slightly more aesthetically pleasing is kind of my plan there. So you can always modify the config settings of Ad Astra to make the air distributor bigger. I could do that. I already modify a lot of settings in the mod pack, especially for like food and stuff. I kind of don't mind having multiple air distributors for the moon base. I think it actually kind of adds a little something to it, and is not as upsetting as constantly being out of food going rotten, because that's one where it's really only working when we're in the area, whereas the food that will rot no matter what, as long as time is passing on the server. So I think making it bigger makes it take more TPS. So if I do that, then it's going to require more oxygen anyways. Hey Pyretti, welcome to the chat. Glad you can be here. So we may play around with that a little bit, but for right now, what we're going to work on is actually going to be the front of the building. We're going to try and make a nice, pretty entrance to the area. So we'll worry about these guys later. Put those away real quick, and we are actually going into the design space here for designing a cool looking building. We're eventually going to rip out and replace it with our system. The Ad Astra one is programmed really badly, but it's going to take a while. Well, by that time we might be on Mars, so we might need it when we get to Mars. So good to know that there is options coming though. Let me drop these guys off. So I have a lot more blocks here to work with. Don't need those super tanks right now. What do I got here? Frame glass. I did have some here. Well, there's some more. Glad to see that. And I think what we're gonna do is some of these guys. Yes. So typically, I know that the black shipping containers are used as like storage and whatnot, but I think that we're going to use this block in a very creative fashion here, so that makes something that looks kind of cool, I hope. Grab those. What else do I need? Take some of that. Take some of that. So grab those. All right. Let us head outside. Oh, I probably need to get some more scaffolding, honestly. While I'm thinking about it. I always need more scaffolding. All right. How many mobs are spawning in the base? Bleach asks. That is a great question. As of right now, there are none in there, but when the night comes, which it sounds like it's about, or looks like it's about to, let's keep an eye out and see how many actually show up, because that's probably something we need to probably know going forward. So let's see here. I believe, oh, I'm missing one more block that I need. Always missing something. Some of these guys. Beautiful. So I think what I want to do is actually set up something like these guys right here. Oh, don't need to jump the whole way, but here we are. The moon gravity actually makes it a little bit difficult to build sometimes because I'm like constantly jumping up and down, but that's okay. We will make it work. Go. That's right, we are using actual shipping vault containers, which are like actually kind of expensive to make the item vaults. Wrought iron, screws, and a chest for each one of these, but the block looks beautiful, so that's why we're doing it, you know, because, you know, aesthetics matter here. Ari says we can also make a cheaper system for HVAC on Earth too. And Bleach asks, what is the HVAC for? I'm sure that it's written in the book somewhere a use for it, but I am also blanking on what it's used for right now. We'll come around to it. Let's build here, and we're gonna just be doing, it's gonna be a building stream, I think, where we just kind of work our way through making a nice beautiful base here, or at least an entrance to it. These black shipping containers look so good and futuristic like. I love it. What do I want to do at the corner here? Probably more of the same. That will work for that. We'll come back to the corner. Let's look inside. I don't see any mobs inside, but that could be misleading. Yeah, for right now, there doesn't appear to be anything in here. Is there a way to mob proof the inside of this place to keep the Endermen from coming in with just light, or will they just spawn regardless of light levels? That'd be cool if I could just do it with light levels, if that's a thing. Or it says HVAC's for temperature control, of course, obviously, for when things are getting too hot. Very important. Let's see how we're looking here. So far, so good. And then I gotta decide which one I like better, the blackwood or the ironwood. I think I like the ironwood better. Fire says, I think it's just all vanilla spawning rules outside of the overworld, so light levels should keep them from spawning inside there then, in theory. Well, is that also true for the little, what are those things called? The little shulker-like guys that are they passive mobs? Would those like ignore the light level because they're passive? I'm not sure if they're coded as a passive mob or not. What do we think? Do we agree that the ironwood looks better than the blackwood here? I think this better matches the grayish color of the steel and iron. I think that's the way I want to go. I already never would have thought of using food shelves like this. Doesn't it look cool? Like I had this thought the other day. It's like, I know what I'm gonna do there. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do at the corners. Future Ricky problem. We'll deal with that in a bit. But right here, that looks so cool. Yeah, we are using all the blocks that normally would have a better use than just building, but here we are. Beautiful. Go ahead and just have these go up all the way on all of these. We'll go ahead and shoot Squidward. And Squidward's friend Squidward. Get rid of those. Pirate says the snails, I think they're still tagged as monsters, so they'd be light levels. The birds and moon rabbits are the only animal types. Okay. I wasn't sure if they, like, these guys would be coded as a passive mob or not. The limpets, because they kind of are passive, but I'm not sure. I guess you can freeze if you hit them, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Let's keep up the good work here, and we are going to use these here. Yeah, I think I like that. Like that. We need a way to mass and light our bases. Needed to put so many light blocks kind of suck. I mean, it's fine. You can use creative ways to hide lighting, like I'm doing it in the walls and such. There's plenty of lighting options out there. I'm not too worried about that. Especially in this mod pack, all the new lighting, so you have more than just torches. There's plenty of good options out there. Oh, I put that backwards. Imagine you have a big central multi-block that lights the entire base. That would be cool. You have like a giant chandelier-like thing. That'd be kind of cool. Let's go ahead and put these guys like this. I can guarantee the front will look cool. I'm just not exactly sure what I'm going to do at this 45 angle section yet. So we're just going to take some creative thoughting on what to do with that, but we'll get to that. Guys here. Did we figure out the server crash, by the way? I have not, but I will also admit I really have not looked into it much. I've been kind of busy IRL. I guess now is a good time as any to talk about that. So I do have some life news. IRL, as of next week, I will be starting a new job, actually. So I accepted a new position and I start on Monday. And obviously it's a nice job that's going to be paying me a little bit more, so that's not a bad thing to have, but it is also going to be a night shift job. So our Terrafirma Tuesday streams are going to probably be earlier in the day usually, but the exception is going to probably be next week, because next week I have new hire orientation. So I don't think that I'm going to be able to have a Terrafirma Tuesday next week. So I may have to ask our good friend Maya to step in for a placeholder next week specifically until the schedule kind of calms down and I get a good feel for what the new schedule is going to be. But yeah, pretty excited to start the new position. It's gonna be pretty intense work, but that's okay. I'm pretty excited for the challenges that provides. Can't really say who, but that's okay. But I'm very excited to be starting a new position. So kind of weird because I have been the longest tenured employee at my current company, so going from that to being the new guy is going to be a bit of a change for me. I have not been the new guy in a very long time. But yeah, so obviously that's part of why I wasn't able to stream for Tuesday, and there's a couple other things going on. And IRL has been a little crazy, but hopefully once I kind of get into the new rhythm of things, it'll calm down and I can be more consistent with our Terrafirma Tuesday scheduling again for streams. But thought I would update you guys on some life changes, because it's exciting. Something you don't happen in very often, but here we are. All right, what do I want to do in here? Let's think here. I think what I might do, actually, as I look at this, I think I want to replace these with lights right here. Just going around this section here, so that when we're on the outside, you'll be able to actually see the windows kind of lit up. Oh, that kind of hurt. Priority says congrats, nice, go Ricky. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I've spent 13 years at my current job, so it's been a while since I've been the new guy. That is but it is very exciting to be starting a new career. So that's a bit of a life update from Ricky here. Oh, Shadow with the €2 super chat. Go for it, Ricky, and I hope you have a good time. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very excited for it, and I appreciate you guys, and I will find a way to make sure that we still have streaming. Once I know my schedule, we will adjust it. There is a chance that Terrafirma Tuesday will become Terrafirma the day that I'm not working, but I'm sure that we will make it work whatever that schedule ends up being. I have full confidence that we will make something work. But I appreciate your guys' patience as we go through the early stages of kind of figuring out what that new rhythm is going to be. Pressure plates work with those 3x3 doors, by the way. I should probably use pressure plates then, because I am constantly clicking those guys. So that would probably be a good use of time, but I just haven't done that yet. But thanks for that heads up, because that seems like a good use of pressure plates. I guess the question is, what color pressure plates do I want to put on that white floor? Yeah, think about that for a second, because looks are very important here. There we go. Irene says, I'm hoping to get 12.4 finally to release build out this weekend. Well, that is extremely exciting. If that's the case, then hopefully sometime next week I'll just update the TFT world at that point, and we'll just go with it at with the next update instead of worrying about a little bug fix. 'Cause I'm sure it's something that's on my end. I just have not had time to really look into it for the CFT world, and I kind of just resign myself to let's just wait for the 12.4 update, because that's gonna be a lot of work anyways, and I'd rather just focus the time on that instead of trying to find a temporary fix. So very excited to know that that is coming up. Lisa says, nice, I can finally update to 0.12. Absolutely. And then with the 12.4 update, we will be opening up the CFT world to be a public server with all the member perks being redeemable in game for things like tools or packages or supplies or something to that effect. I've still to figure out exactly what the in-game reward is going to be for memberships. It could also be larger land claims, things to that such with was it TFG or is it TFC ranks or FTB ranks? I think it is actually. Wrong acronym. But we will be opening up the CFT world so that anyone can play, whether they have a membership or not, which I think will be a nice way to kind of continue to build that CFT community, for giving a place for people to play TFG as well. So kind of excited to be able to do that with the release of the 12.4. Shadow with the €5 super chat. Work can be quite exhausting. Get your flow first before overworking or overwhelming yourself with projects. I totally understand that. It's that is kind of my plan. Is I want to be able to be, obviously I want to be good at my new job. That just kind of goes without saying, and I don't want to sacrifice that and burn myself out on here as well. So I want to get find that healthy balance, but it's probably gonna just take a minute to find where that balance kind of comes together at. But we will make it work, I am sure. Pirate says, can't wait to see what you guys think of the 0.12 world gen. I have heard through the grapevine that it is fantastic, and I can't wait to check it out myself. I have not looked at any spoilers or anything for it yet, so I'm kind of going into it blind, but I am excited to see what it will look like. Now I know that this wall looks very orange, and it's going to be okay, I promise. The reason we're doing that is we're going to have 2 floors here, so like along here is going to be a floor, and then here is going to be like a ceiling. So you're not going to actually see this part of the orange. You're only going to see along the window parts itself. So I know that big block of orange is very bright right now. It's going to be okay, I promise. One of these, let's just trust the process and we will make it work in the end. But I think if I back up to our viewing rock, that adds a nice little look to the inside of those pillars, especially at night. That looks pretty cool. I'm digging it. Yep. Right here, we're gonna make a little place to walk. And then, because that is obviously being used for this window here, I could, oh, I need more of those lights. There's frame plates that you can make them any block you want. Oh, that's a good idea. A frame plates, frames, light-weighted. That's 2 of those and 2 gold plates. This is 2 of those and 2 cast iron plates. Okay. Do I have cast iron up on the moon? Of course not, but I gotta fill up with oxygen. Getting low. You guys forgot to remind me to fill up with oxygen. I'm relying on you guys to remind me of that minor detail there. Let's grab the scaffolding real quick, because we don't really need it up in here at the moment. Still not 100% sure what I'm going to do on that 45 angle over there. That's going to be a unique challenge for me, but I'm sure we'll figure it out here soon. Where are my lights? There they are. You know, 1,000 more of them should last me a minute at least. one would think. Okay, let's keep that like that. So that looks a little bit brighter. We like that. What else can we do here? That'll look weird right there though. I don't think I like that as much as I thought I might. The other option I could do, so spitball in here, then that, oh, too fast. Reel that guy. Let's head back and grab one more thing. Let's put some of those back for a minute since I've got a bunch of them. And take guys. Got that. Oh, let's got this a little bit like that. Boom. Come on. Leech says, Ricky, you should check out the magnet. It picks out items from far away. I should absolutely check that out. That sounds extremely useful. Especially as many times as I'm out trying to pick up an item. Come on. There we go. Got that. Okay. And then set these down like that. How this looks. I think that's the right amount of orange without being overwhelming. I think that'll work. I really like these food shelves here. I think that's a really clever way to kind of get like that great feel to them. Sleep real quick. There's cheese inside your viewing platform, by the way. I saw that. We opened up that egg over there to find the cheese. We've left this one alone. This is untouched, but that one we have gone to the little rat spawner because that was really funny. All right, for right now, I'm gonna call the top half of this pretty good. Magnet. So is it the... So is it the backpack upgrade for the magnet? Is that what it is that I'm supposed to be looking for? Or is it this LV item magnet? Honestly, I could make an HV one at this point. No, I can't. I don't have whatever that rod is. The Greg Tech magnets. So it's gotta be this guy. Item magnet. Okay, yeah. I'll have to go back to Earth to make that, but I should have everything to make that. That might be worth going. Shadow! Super chat number 6. Thank you so much, Shadow. Greatly appreciate it. Alright, we're going to actually... I don't have the inventory space to do that. I'm going to lose a bunch of scaffolding if I do that. We're going to drop some items off real quick. Good sir. What are you doing? This always in my way, I swear. What else could I get here real quick? I mean, we could. Is there other things we need back home if we want to do a quick run back to space? Shadow! Super chat 7, super chat 8. Just determined to be a distraction to the stream here. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Let's select these. It goes falling. That's fine. I'm not too worried about it. We'll leave that corner section up. We'll cut these guys down. Shadow just counting down the chat here. Good sir, you are far too kind. Yeah, Squidward. Let's go ahead and eat real quick. Very important. Pick up all the scaffolding we dropped. I don't have the magnet yet. Oh my god. No! Why? Scaffolding everywhere. Well, shout out with the 2 super chat. So they spawn in even with light. Yes, but technically the light source is coming through with this building above it. There is like a roof above it, so it's not necessarily well lit down here. So it's kind of screwy. In fact, if we put the solar panels in certain spots where there's a block above it, the solar panels will not work. So we have to kind of keep track of that as well. This guy, I don't even remember looking at this guy. Please no. Sorry. Pirate, you could get yourself an upgraded gun when you go home too. That is something that we really should work on here soon, is getting a better gun. Should have seen when he just landed on the moon today. There were like 50 Endermen chasing me. I cannot believe I survived. Honestly, completely happenstance to survive that. Where'd that thing go? Every time I think I'm safe. Let's see here. So I think I want to do like this here. I think is my plan. And then we'll do right underneath those. And I fell. And the nice thing is my wall does technically count as storage, even though I'll never use it for that. But it is kind of funny that these are those item vaults that you can use for bulk storage or large vault item storage. Nope. That, come on. That. I'm going to ask you guys to trust the process here. I have an idea. We're going to see if it works out or not. That one might not work as well because of this guy here. Well, I put pot there. We'll come back to that guy. That corner is going to give me headaches. I just know it is. But we'll worry about that later. Looking good. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. That is right. We are going to use... Uh-oh. Black steel plated blocks. We are sparing no expense on this build right now. I have been gathering the resources. How do you use your black steel decorations? I think this will look cool. I can place it in the right spot. Come on. Okay, got those. Let's, I think I want to do some of this. How low should I make the 5, you think, or 6? Or 5. We'll start with that. I think that'll work. If I saw that. Completely normal decisions here, using some very expensive building blocks. But it'll look cool. That's what matters. And the copycat block face another way. I mean, I could make the vertical ones like that if I so choose. More of just, I have them facing the way I kind of want them to. Come on. Uh-oh. I am out of those. I need some more. Bounce. Building with this moon gravity is a very interesting challenge, getting used to the jumping up and down. Yes, I made like 2,000 of these black shipping containers. I didn't know how many I was going to need. That might have been overkill. That probably was overkill. It's fine. I'm sure no one's worried about that. Let's go here for the height. 5. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. That. And bouncy bounce. Bouncing all day long here. Do. Like it. Yes. Here. Oh no. I fell down. It's gonna be okay. Oh god, not again. I wasn't even looking at you. These Endermen, I swear. Well, in HP you can get infinite iron at least. Well, that's good to know. I did not even realize that, so I was just assumed I was going to be doing a bunch of mining, but nice. Let's get somewhere safe and sleep real quick, because these things are not going to get better. Oh. Why? Sleep here real quick. Bleach says, did you know you can eat chorus fruit while you're full? You can fill up your fruit nutrition with using chorus fruit. I did not realize that would work that way. Plus I get to be like super jump around all over the place. Nice. Hey, my fruit actually did go up. That's kind of cool. I did not realize that. That is a nifty little thing right there. Okay, let's dig this out here. Just like that. just there. Alicia says, I saw in the patch notes that there was something about getting infinite resources in lower tiers by learning geography. What did the patch note mean by that? That is an interesting question. One I would love to hear the answer to. Yeah. That out. Oh, stupid gravel. Let's actually have a better idea for that second. I think we're gonna do an alternating pattern here. I have an idea. Oh, wrong section. Want that there. For that one. Those two can go. Those two can go. That there. Then do I want a section? Probably. I think the base still needs a support there. Shadow super chat number 11, thank you so much. Far too kind, as is tradition. Let's put this here. We are deep in the think tank right now of trying to figure out how we want this thing to look. Shadow, you're being far too distracting while we're thinking here. How do I want to do this? I can't put these guys in because these aren't technically blocks, they're tests. I could do these guys. Shadow! Super chats 11, 12, and 13. Just counting it on down for the support here. Thank you so much. And I think I saw somewhere, and I'm sorry if I didn't read it at the time, of Maya saying that he would be happy to cover for us next Tuesday. So I don't know if I will be able to stream next Tuesday or not, but I do appreciate it, Maya, if you will be available to be our backup for Terrafirma Tuesday next week, if necessary. And I'll stay close with you about that, and we can go from there. But greatly appreciate the assist whenever you can in that regards. These guys, I don't need those. Shadow, another. You make it extremely hard to get work done, you know? All I see are emotes. Just distraction for days. Thinking, we're thinking. We're doing a poor job thinking. 16. Oh, good sir. Way too kind. We don't deserve you, honestly. Let's see here. Maya, you know I'm here for you. If you can't make it, I'm definitely down. I greatly appreciate it, Maya, and obviously I'll stay close and let you know how it's going in that regards. I'll probably know for sure by Monday evening, which I know is not a lot of time, but my first day is Monday, so I'll have a good feel for what Tuesday will look like at that point. Shadow. Falling off right now. I'm trying to be concentrated and get stuff done poorly. 17, 18, just counting us down again. Thank you so much, Shadow. All right, we've got those guys. Let's add a little texture back here. 19. Oh my god, shadow. Far too kind. That missed terribly. I should also point out, for those that don't know, and I think Maya knows this, but Maya says, by the way, I always thought those were normal light blocks, had no idea they don't give off light. So many times I've almost used them for lighting, right? But also, if you look at, I think they could be turned on or off or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, for those that may not know, I actually have a birthday tomorrow. It's fun fact. So, there's a lot of stuff going on in Ricky's life this week. It's been a very hectic week to say the least. Kind of wild, but here we are. Add that to the fun Ricky trivia. Let's... Maya with the explanations. Happy early birthday. Thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah, my wife and I have kind of decided that on Saturday we're going to do an impromptu drive down to Louisville, Kentucky to just go buy some bourbon. Shadow says, I need to go to sleep earlier today, so I finished the super chats earlier so that it's done. I totally understand, Shadow. Thank you so much for the super chats. Greatly appreciate it. Absolute legend here. And yes, thank you so much. Do I like, or do I want to do something different? I'm deep in the think tank here. So I think we want to do this little trick again. That looks pretty cool. Shadow with the €2 happy early birthday. Thank you so much. Yeah, it has been a very crazy week or so here. Having a birthday, starting a new job, lots of things all happening all at once. So, you know, we go big around here apparently. Those don't need to carry flint around with me. Do I have a different? Let me use guy. What can I make with that? Just looking real quick. I almost wonder if I want something more. Where was it? That guy. Needs a framing saw. Do I have a framing saw? I have a stone cutter saw. I don't have a framing one. That figure. Well, we'll come back to fix that. But I think I'm gonna do like that slightly fatter one, so it actually lines up with the top of the bookshelves there. Now that I'm looking at this, so we'll come back and fix that as a future Ricky problem. Those in. Do those look darker than that? Am I crazy? Why do those look so much brighter? Oh well, it's good enough. I think it kind of gets that look across. This guy. Use our sleeping bag real quick before it gets too dark and dangerous. Yay, we beat all the Endermen coming at us. Sit back and get a feel for how the place is looking. And then I think we'll do another tier lower of building out again. Have this go all the way. But overall, I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Oh. Let's go up to our great big rock of viewing. Bouncy bounce. What do we think, chat? You see, is there a vision here that makes sense? I think that looks cool. So far, I'm very happy with it. Could the door be in the center? I'm going to say no. I kind of like the fact that it's off center. I think it adds a little bit of character to it. Now for this corner. Maya says, I absolutely love the look, inspiring me to get on my base. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Maya. I think you got a cool concept going here. And that is not a free block that you use there either. If I'm not mistaken. Isn't that like the loco metal? Like those are iron everywhere throughout here, so you're going expensive as well. Make sure that your view of my place looks good. Oh, I definitely gotta address that corner. Thanks. You're gonna be able to see it all the time. Oh goodness. All right, I gotta make that look better. Lee says looks pretty. Then again, my standard is boxes. Place has to look good before it can be functional. That's just the rules. It's just a base for my base. I think it looks cool, Maya. All right, let's see here. I think we're gonna start with a little bit of these guys coming up. If I can figure out one section, I can do the rest. Let's scaffold over so I can reach. I think this actually needs to be these guys jumping wild. Leash, man, my moon base is just a box of basalt bricks. I have no idea how to build. I have been known to say that I am a builder at heart, so this is the stuff I'm actually halfway decent at. And then we'll get to the technology and I will be completely lost and relying heavily on either chat or the tutorial book. Has been extremely helpful on figuring things out on what I need to do, I must say. So to the team that wrote that tutorial book, thank you so much. It has been a lifesaver. Maya, I can't believe you're using so many vaults for decorations. That's some dedication. I basically set up a little machine and just mass produced them for a little bit and just went mining for a bunch of iron and then turned it all into raw iron plates, screws. Had a route of trees for my tree farm. Made about 2,000 of them and then tore that machine down because I needed the parts of that machine for something else. So, you know, they're totally standard things to do. I don't know why everyone else doesn't do the exact same thing. It's a totally reasonable approach, you know. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I think if I do a little bit of that and that, it may actually give that look oh, falling. May give that look that I'm looking for here. I thought I had made a ton of vaults. Your machine blew me out of the water. I mean, I did basically AFK overnight just to make vaults. So I had my computer all night just running just for that feature. So yeah, totally reasonable. No John Henry here. Let's see. That part is I've already taken that vault machine down. I'd have to rebuild it to make more. So hopefully I have enough. I kind of figured 2,000 was a lot. So here we are. And I had all the charcoal dust in the world to be able to make the black dye. So that was the easiest part of it. I think I goofed. Nope, I did not. That. Nope. Right up there. Coming together. I have an idea for the inside of those windows. We'll have to go inside to do it. Problem is those blocks just look so good. How can I not use them for this? You know? It's like my hand was forced for that. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do the roof part yet, but that is, if ever, a future Ricky problem. We'll get to it, I'm sure. Got that section. I know this stream is a whole lot of me just bouncing up and down, but it's just me failing at moon gravity here in unbelievable fashion. Finally landed it first try. What if I make the roof a glass dome? Well, that's a maybe. The reason I'm hesitant to do that is right here. I kind of want to have another entrance out of the pyramid, similar to how we have over there. I want to have one of those at all of the 4 sides, so like a gate system to go out. Which means I'll probably have to lower all of this gravel that's here as well. Yeah, here's Squidward. But I kind of want this to be a road gateway out of here. More than likely, and so for that reason I don't want to have a road going over a glass ceiling, but there will be like a bank of solar panels probably right around here that are being used to power inside my base as well. So I haven't really I haven't got a great idea on how I want to do that yet. But we'll come back to the roof section. That is a future Ricky problem that we will get to eventually. The tried and true food shelves. Wrong block. That just looks so good. Joshua says, I'm very late, but I'm here. What did I miss? We have been working on our base here on the moon. So give me a sec. I will jump back and give you a view of what we've been working on here. So this is going to be the entrance to our moon base here, is what we're kind of working on right now. The solar panel you're going to use is going to be huge. You're going to use the solar array Mach 1 because the single block solar array is quite bad. Wait, hold on. That view of the base looks so cool. I haven't looked at it from the map view yet. That's so cool. You can see where it's horizontal and vertical based on how thick the glass parts are on the different layers there. That's cool. Sorry. Solar array. Eep. So we will be going large solar array Mach 1. Oh my god. Is this HV technology? Looks like it. Well, that is sweet. Also huge. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, got 19 blocks wide. So hold up. This might actually be what we do. So I'm thinking 19 blocks. Let's sleep real quick. Joshua, solar array Mach 1 is what I'm working on right now, but I haven't been able to get on lately thanks to work. It's killing me. I totally understand, but how it goes. Each Mach increases the multi-block size. That's the multi I have the controller for already, Maya says. So if I take 19, okay, it's like right here. So that would be how big the 19 would be. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If I move it off this way, 4, 2, 3, 4. I believe Pyrites said that it would work anywhere, just because it's not necessarily coded appropriately to necessarily need view of the sky. If I did that there. Felicia asks, are you going to use the coolant or non-coolant solar panels? I have not done my research to be able to answer that yet. I don't have a clue. But imagine something like that right here. And then Maya has another one above his base. Honestly, Hypno and Kenzie could probably share one right there because they're both right next to each other in that little corner. We'd have 3 solar arrays in this area, and that could be really cool. I like that idea. So yes, I will be making that. That's on the future Ricky problems of things that we need to address rapidly. Josh, honestly though, I wouldn't put it past Pirate to make it require Path of the Sky in the future. That's so accurate. And then Maya says, haven't gotten that far yet, but I try to use the best I'm able to make, so hopefully coolant. There you go. Let me head inside real quick. There's one thing I want to do in here along these guys. Come on. Every time I think I've got it figured out, I'll hit the wrong block. Like, I love the moon gravity, but I also have like a love-hate relationship with it. Because when I go to build and I only want to like jump up like one block, it's like, no! But then like sometimes it's like, I can jump for miles. It's definitely a love-hate relationship. You know what I would love? Multi-blocks for like vats that you can brew liquids in, and better rates for things like vinegar and ales. Yes. Brilliant idea, Maya. This. Actually think I want to change inside of this part to be just that. I recommend you start to think about using graphs for the recipes. You're approaching the tech level where you'll need those. The recipes for higher tech tier can have a looping recipe. Noted. I'll have to look into that. And Josh says, Maya, look up food processor. What are we looking up? Oh, as in there's one, the food processor to make those? Yeah. Do I like? Kind of wild, but I kind of love it. I think I need to actually extend this all out like 3 blocks that way, just so that I can have access to that room sticking out there. But that's gonna be a lot of digging that I don't want to do and cave everything in right now. That's future Ricky problems. I think I like, or do I do those on the outside? We're in the think tank right now. It'd be fine. We'll deal with that later. All right, let's figure out how we are gonna do this part down here. I need more copycat stairs, or slopes, I should say. Never have enough of what I need. Grab some more of these guys. Put away some of these. Grab some of those. Sure. Josh says, I'm now making perfect food. Last 32 years, my lunchbox and stacks to 32. And Maya goes, our lavish lasts for like 26 years. I think you're the one that eats the lavish, Maya. But understand what you're saying. Where'd that? Oh my god. Scaffolding. It's lovely until it's terrible. I have a love-hate relationship with scaffolding. So let's see. I go like there. Block. And we do block like that. And I started falling. Oh, the scaffolding. Joshua goes, good thing I'm not a content creator. My builds are just boxes or round towers. Y'all got heavy into the outer detail and some inner details. I mean, gotta look good. If you want to be able to do the job, it has to look good first. Otherwise, why build it? You know? They say function's a priority. I disagree. I think aesthetics is the #1 priority. Let's... we have to get one of those fancy blocks right there, but we'll come back to that guy. And if I put one of these here, how would that Is 26 years on the cellar or lunchbox? Maya says both, but now he has to log on and see. Oh, we gave Maya the Minecraft bug again. I know Maya has been deep into Cobblemon with the release of, I don't know what the Pokemon version or game or whatever came out, but I do know Maya was saying that he was playing against ranked opponents or something to that effect, which is really cool. So well done, Maya, on your accomplishments for whatever that ranking stuff. I know you told me what it is. I just didn't process what it meant. I'm sure it's all very important. I just don't know what it is. Pokemon Champions is taking over your life. That's what it was. I knew it was something Pokemon. Let's see here. We go like that and that. Let's get into stepwise. Do I care? No. We're rolling with it. Keep it gravel my way. Fine. And take that guy for a minute. Gosh, oh man, this background music is from Stellaris, and I thought I actually opened the game. It's good background music. I love my little playlist I put together for my live streams. It's all music off the YouTube library, but I love it. I did not like that sound one bit. Go ahead and set those up for safety because I do not want to cave in right now. That would be just awful. There we go. Sleep real quick. Gotta remember to hydrate. Ew. That and that. That. Little bit of mining. Not too much. Try not to go crazy. Oh, Maya joined. Here we go. Ricky over here using a hammer, not a drill to be seen. Yeah, I should get a drill. I've been busy on other things and I haven't really thought about the tools. I'm just going for like the precision. You can see my air bubble? What does that mean? What's my air bubble? Maya, you've confused me. I don't know what he's talking about. Future Ricky problems, accurate. It's fine. They'll be fine. I also like that I can do a little bit like precision cutting with this guy. Maya, I was way off. Lavish is 3 years in lunchbox before I eat it for that. I mean, that's 3 years, 26 years. It's basically the same thing. Turn on the sea air generators. Hold up. That's cool. I didn't realize. Oh my god. I had no idea. Well, that explains why I was a lot, but okay. I need to be more strategic about these guys. That's so cool. Love it. Look at Maya's. His is all just like one nice contained little area. Also, I love that you logged off on the moon, Maya. That's so typical. Where's the most dangerous place for me to log off? The moon. I'll do it. You can change mining shape, range, and depth on the drill. Well, it sounds like I should invest some time on some better tools here, is what you guys are telling me. It sounds like I have been lazy and it's starting to show. And over here making, you know, moon bases and stuff and haven't thought about the drill at all. And apparently I should have been. So, my bad. What hit me? What was that? Or is it just Maya jumping around, being a menace? It might just be Maya. If they're in an enclosed room, they will fill the room, but a warning, if you open the door, this room is pressurized, so it will launch you out if allowed. That's so cool. Yeah, the room is a little bit bigger than that air bubble, but that's okay. We'll fix that up. Got this here. And oh, I was like, what is that sound? Maya's going back to Earth. Yep, there goes the rocket. Could not figure out what that noise was. Bye, Maya. Hope you find what you're looking for. I need He just went back home to log. Oh, he's probably having to relog here, realistically. Now that I think about that. That limpet is making all sorts of noise, though. Not anymore. It was starting to annoy me. It's okay. It's just one limpet. We'll be all right. Get these guys there. Beautiful. The air distributor can go through add Astra vents. I saw that, which is why I have a vent right here. I made some more vents. I'm gonna have them placed in appropriate places once I make all the rooms in this place. I just haven't made all my rooms yet, so. Doesn't quite reach. That makes sense. Let's. I need this guy like this. Nope. Other way. That. And we'll put a vault here. We have been just design crazy today. Building on the fly. Put some black steel plated blocks because why not use the most expensive blocks we have? Yeah. I see no problem here. And more item vault things. Out of place. Bring these guys down. Boom. All coming together. This place is looking sweet so far. Just think, once this is done, we can actually start enjoying the moon base and doing moon things, whatever moon things are. Josh says, well, I know I just got here, but I have to be up and out the door in just over 6 hours for work. So y'all have a great rest of stream night. Joshua, have a great rest of your evening. Get some rest, and we will see you in the not too distant future. Hopefully we have a Terrafirma Tuesday next week. Otherwise, Maya will be filling in for us, to be determined. But we will be back before long. So enjoy your night. Have a good rest of your day, and hopefully you get some rest before your next day of work. Alright, says have a good one, Joshua. Yes, absolutely. Have a good one, Joshua. Let's take that. Fine. Beautiful. And we've actually already been streaming for almost 2 hours, which is wild. Those right now. Oh no, I need more vaults. Back into the place. Let's grab our bolts, rocks that we don't need to carry around with us. Hey Maya, you want to sleep? Does sleeping on Earth also sleep on the moon? Genuinely don't know the answer to that. It'd be kind of cool if that works. You should name your moon base as Vault Tech. Not a bad idea. I haven't come up with a name yet, so that's definitely in the running. They use so many vaults. I love it. It does. Sleeping on Earth sleeps on the moon? That's cool. I mean, it makes sense, but still. Nice. That's really cool. We have learned something for science. Let's put these guys in. Ah. Put black plated steel here, or black steel plated blocks here. That's why not. And center one's out. Then you could put a funny item in one of your vaults blocks as an Easter egg. Don't tempt me with a good time. Like for the world download, somewhere is hidden, you know, an orange stained egg or something. Can you find it? Good luck. That's something I probably would actually do, if I'm being honest. Yeah, one more there. We actually solve our ridiculous corner situation here. Almost. It's coming together. Maya, I've been hiding stuff like that in the junkyard. There's even secret buried treasure. Oh my god. Ooh, treasure. Now I want to go treasure hunting. Why would you do that to me, Maya? I'm trying to be productive. Don't you understand the word productive? How can I be productive when you do something like a treasure hunt? This guy. So let's place these with 3. Rob, yeah, this is your fault. I was being so helpful and productive, and now I'm gonna spend like the next week just digging up in your base. I hope you're happy. You'd probably love that, honestly. If I know you at all, you'd be ecstatic someone's going after hidden treasure in your base. go. Gotta get rocks, flint, don't need you. There's the glass. We'll have to go outside to place it. Yeah. Oh, good call. Air. Thank you, Bleach. Ooh, I'm out of air. Uh-oh. Well, that might work out then, because we're getting close to probably the end of this stream anyways, but I am definitely out of air for the stream right now. I'll have to do a little bit of cleanup in here. But overall, I couldn't breathe anymore. So Maya, do you need a spacesuit? Go back inside, Maya. I have an extra spacesuit. That's your only chance. And then let me get you some air real quick. Does it need filled with air? So funny. This place is coming along nicely. I like it a lot. I'm really digging it. Are you heading back to Earth? I might hitch a ride. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this good enough for tonight's stream. There's a lot of things I need to do to kind of clean it up. I gotta get some more things. I need to get some more compressed air and all that fun stuff. But overall, I think we've got a sweet moon base kind of coming together here. Where did she die, Maya? Oh, did he die coming back from Earth? Uh-oh. We're just gonna follow Maya real quick. Lee says, don't forget to make better guns and magnets. Yeah, those are definitely on the to-do list, and we will try to have those before the next stream. That sounds very important to have. Hey, look, it's a dead Maya. That's so funny. Maya, don't do it. Oh, got scared there for a second. He's about to die again. You good? Yeah, we need to make better guns. Absolutely. I cannot shoot to save my life. Use the military industrial complex to make the miniguns. Yeah. I think the clockwork sniper something is probably what we'll go after next. Uh-oh. What is that? Oh. Oh my God. Let's just take that guy down for a minute. That is cool. I'm sorry I made a giant hole now. What can I do to fix the hole? You know what? We'll do this. It's like we were never here. Ew. No one will ever know. It's like we were never here. It's getting nighttime. I'm gonna make my way back to Moonbase Zeta. We're gonna look at our work one more time and head back to Earth and probably call it a stream for the night. But it has been a fantastic Terrafirma Thursday stream, if you ask me. We've had a lot of fun. I think we've made a lot of progress here on the Moonbase. You can kind of see what direction we're going with it, and I definitely want to make that solar array thing. That sounds very useful for our power supply up here. I think that'll be a good idea to do that. We'll go ahead and hop in with Maya. Nope, I guess not. Maya's just gonna leave us. It's cool. It's cool. Good luck, brave astronaut. Godspeed. Fine. I'm not worried about it. But I think you can kind of see the direction I'm going with my moon base here, and I think this will look really, really cool when it's all said and done. It'll look even better once I incorporate the solar array on the roof. I gotta figure out a good way to do that, but I think we put the large solar. I mean, I'm kind of figuring we have multiple solar arrays because we're gonna have different bases of power and stuff. So we'll have one here for me, one for Maya, one for Hypno and Kenzie, and then put like the big one on top of the pyramid and just have like power coming down for everything communal. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think it'll be really cool. But I kind of want to build up a little bit and then have the solar array kind of be like the ceiling to my base section here, if that makes sense. I think I can pull that off. But yeah, overall, I am really liking how this is all coming together here. Hypno's flag over here. Oh god, no, I didn't want to fall. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, I'm really digging this base so far. I think there's a lot of cool potential we could have for this thing. But yeah, I like the idea of like a giant community one at the tip with power coming down that goes to all the core sections that it needs to supply. but we are going to try and make our way back to Earth and then probably call it a stream. So it has been an absolute blast tonight. If you were gifted a membership tonight, be sure to join the CFT Discord, the link in the description down below. And with that, you can be able to join the CFT world to play Terrafirmagreg with other members. It'll soon be open in public. You'll get some extra benefits for being a member as well. And then you can be able to play CFT or play Terrafirmagreg with other members as well. Shadow says, well, I think I will go to sleep now. Have a nice stream. We are just about to end the stream here now too, Shadow. Thank you so much for being here. Oh no. Maya says his rocket took off without him. That's not ideal. We have reached our little error things. We're gonna have to relog anyways here because there's a little bug with the way the transfers from realms. It's fine. We'll fix that in the next update. Uh-oh. What? Why? Oh god, that's bad. That's really bad. Something crashed into me. Is the rocket gone? I think Maya took off and then hit my rocket while taking off. I'm not sure. No, it looks like if I relog, I'm in this rocket. It's okay. Shadow, another 5 gift memberships. Oh my god. Thank you so much. What was that? I have no idea. I have genuinely no idea what just happened there. It looks like we're gonna land in the ocean instead of on our launch pad. It's fine. We'll be fine. But this is fine. How? Get our rocket back. I have the lost rocket. I got off as it was taking off. That sounds about right. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it a stream there after that absurdity. Look at Maya just flying around super speedy. This guy. And that clip it's a known, we're not in the latest version of the 11 version, and I know there were some bug fixes to it. So there's a bug with going to one realm to the other that was fixed in a later edition. We just haven't updated the world, so it's a bug that has been fixed. We just haven't updated to be able to apply the fix. So it's on our end, not Pyrites. So it's our fault, really. Man, Maya's speedy. Look at him go. This guy. Let's just go ahead and put our rocket back, and then we will say goodbye. Maya, you got any last comments you want to add to the stream here? Put my spare suit on a stand. Excellent. I'll grab that then. Go put this guy back. So he's there for the next person that wants to take up. Send that clip to Pyrite. I just might have to. All right, put that back. The nano suit is so strong. Maya says like and sub. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe to that Maya Quest channel. Great content. His junkyard looks fantastic. And we're gonna call it here for a day. Thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you very soon, and have a great rest of your day. See you next time.